It's all right. And ok, obrigado por estarem aqui todos ligados. E todos que já estão ligados agora podem fazer a partilha desta live para mais 30 pessoas. E vamos começar. But I beg you a pardon because today this live broadcast we will do in English language because we want to address this message to the March and March movement, to the South African people, and Mozambicans living in South Africa, and all Africans in South Africa. Let's start. Brothers and sisters, I speak to you today from Mozambique, but my heart is standing in South Africa with you. In Joburg, in Durban, in Cape Town, in Soweto, in Mamelodi, in Tembisa, in Kwamashu, Kayalitsa, and Cape Flats. To my South African brothers and sisters, Siyabonani, Dumalang, Nda, Aushin, good morning. South Africa, we love you. You are not our enemy, you are our family. To every Mozambican, Zimbabwean, Nigerian, Malawian, Congolese, Swazi, and every foreigner living in South Africa, I see you. I see you, all the foreigners. We are with you. Let me begin with the President Thabo Mbeki's words in 1996. This message called, I am an African. I am an African. I owe my being to be hills, in the valleys, in the mountains, in the glades, the rivers, the deserts, the trees, the flowers, the seas, and the ever-changing seasons that define the face of our native land. That is the truth. One soil, one sun, one people. We walk behind giants who taught us this. Eduardo Mondlane, a giant of Mozambique history, who said Africa is free only when Africans see themselves as one. Oliver Tambo, who carried our liberation on his back while in exile. Julius Nyerere, who taught us Ujamaa, brotherhood before borders. Kwame Nkrumah, who dreamed of a united Africa. Kofi Annan, who told the world Africa's dignity cannot be negotiated. We are all Africans. If they were here today, standing with us in Soweto or Kayelicha, they would say it plain. There is no foreigner when the blood is the same. Remember this. Remember this. Berlin draws the lines. In 1884, Europeans sat in a room and cut Africa with a ruler. They split families, villages, kingdoms. Those borders are theirs. They are not ours. We enrich them. Immigration, pressure, and other common humanity. Let's speak plenty about what is breaking us in Joburg, in Durban, or Cape Town. South Africa is calling for closed borders. That is the fact. We cannot point one finger at South Africa when other four fingers are pointing back at us. No country can run hospitals, schools, and jobs if its laws are broken or ignored. That is governance. Every South Africa from Mamelodi to the Cape Flats has the right to demand a system that works. But here is the other side. The rest of Africa is asking for open borders while our houses are burning. Open borders sound good, but they cannot work when the countries around South Africa are collapsing. If you open the doors wide while your neighborhood's houses are on fire, everyone will run to the one house with the roof. South Africa will be overwhelmed. The balance will break. So we must work with South Africa, not fight her, to lift some of that weight. The answer must go both ways. Fix the immigration system in South Africa. Fix the broken states next door. One without another will fail. And who burned our house is a question. Who burned our house? Let us say without fear. In too many countries, the same liberation movements that freed us from the colonial rule became our jailers. They chose corruption. They looted the treasury. They killed farming. They destroyed our democracy. They create reasons our brothers and sisters leave neighboring countries with one bag and no promise, and flood into one country, South Africa. Others are running for their lives. At home, they are persecuted, jailed, abducted, tortured, and killed. The same blood we are seeing now in Mozambique. Mozambique, they are killing a lot. Even in my party, ANAMOLA, they killed 56 senior members of my party, and they continue to persecute us every day, every day. That is why South Africa feels like a valve, like a valve. For 30 years, it has been the green pasture for herring regions. Nurses for Zimbabwe, miners for Lesotho, traders for Mozambique, students for Malawi, builders, drivers, domestic workers in KwaMashu and mothers on the Cape Flats. And now that valve is under pressure. That valve that is South Africa is under pressure. It is burning. I see that fear in Soweto. I see in Tembisa. I see it in Durban. I will not pretend it is not real. But pressure is never a reason to become what we hate. When people are angry, the easy target is the man with an accent, the woman who braids her hair differently, the family selling tomatoes on corner in Kanaisa. Hear me now. No anger at government, no lack of service, no jobless, no broken clinics gives any man the right to lift his hand against his brother, to kill him, to rob him, to burn his shop. His skin, his accent, the way he say mfeto or butu is not the reason for violence. That is not justice. That is scapegoating. And scapegoating does not fix the broken system. It breaks people. So I speak to Mash, and to every South African listen from Mamelodi to Cape Town, from Tembisa to Cape Flats. Walk with us. We feel your fear of collapse. Feel our pain of exile. Put those pain on one table. Our anger should not be on shopkeeper living on bread butter. It belongs at the door of the dictators, corrupt officials, thieves, and fat cats. They emptied the treasury, they closed the factories, they killed the farmings, they destroyed our democracy. That is why March and March must also, listen to me, must also rise in Mozambique. Not against foreigners, against the rulers who made us strangers in our own lands. Until we agree as Africans to fix our own countries. Here is what unity looks like. March and march. When you march, do it hand in hand with Mozambicans, hand in hand with Zimbabweans, hand in hand with the Nigerians, with Swazis, and all foreigners in South Africa. March, listen to me, march to Embassy of Mozambique, to the Embassy of Nigeria, to the Embassy of Zimbabwe, to the Embassy of Eswatini. Close that embassies because they are a symbol of shame. They are offices of governments that have oppressed and trampled their own people. They are not houses of dignity. They are houses of exile. We go there to say, you failed us at home. You will not hide here. And if you must close the borders gates to make the point, they close them. But close them without spilling your brother's blood. Close them with discipline. Close them with dignity. Close them to say, no more business as usual while our people suffer. Not with stones, not with fire, with one voice. Because we are one people from Joburg to Maputo City in Mozambique. To our people on the ground, to our fellow Mozambicans, my brothers and sisters in South Africa, listen to me. If you are a way out, take it, legal or not. Leave until the dust settles. Your life is not a document. No paper is worth a coffin. Go where it is safe. If you must stay, then hide well. Stay away from the streets of Joburg, Durban, or Cape Town. A protest can be replaced. A truck can be replaced. You cannot. Protect your children. Protect your mother. Protect your name. We are with you. We are with you. We will keep the lines open day and night. Tell us where you are. Tell us if you are safe. Tell us if you are hungry. Are you alone? Tell us. And remember this. One calm voice in Tembisa can stop a crowd. One person who says, "Not my brother," can save 10 lives. Be that one. Foreigners, legal or illegal, are victims twice. The foreigners is bleeding twice. First, he was pushed out of his own house by leaders who stole his future. Second, he is being kicked while he is down in the only place that gave him shelter, in Soweto, in Kayalitsa. He did not create crisis. He is not running from it. South Africa. Who is the real enemy? Who is the real enemy? South Africans, hear me clearly. Your enemy is not Malawian on the tax rank, not the Nigeria with the shop, not the Mozambican cleaning floors. Your enemy is the bad governance, corruption, greed, the same people who killed jobs, killed farmings, destroyed our democracy are now pointing at the foreigners so you don't look at them. Don't be fooled. Don't be used. Pressure your own governments. So I stand with the march and march on this. I repeat. So I stand with the march and march on this. Every nation must stand on its own government. Mozambicans, pressure Maputo. South Africa, pressure Pretoria. Nigeria, pressure Abuja. The road is inside the house. Clean your own house first. Bad governance in my country, in Mozambique. Bad governance. Mismanagement in my country, in Mozambique. And in Mozambique, let us name it the disease. What is the disease in Mozambique? They destroyed industry. They killed farming. They destroyed our democracy. Today, we grow less food than we did in 16th. Corruption is the system. If you have business, they squeeze you. If you speak, they silence you. Taxes go up, service go down, and the money vanishes. And what to do, our leaders do. They fly to Pretoria. They fly to Joburg. They sit in hotels. They drink coffee. They smile to the cameras. But they never sit with the mother in Tembisa who is hiding. They never sit with the trader in Durban whose shop was looted. They never sit with the student in Cape Town who is afraid to go home. Coffee will not feed us. Handshakes will not protect us. The real issue is being ignored while they chase photos. Closing the brand, pride after pain. Recently, listen to this, Mozambicans and Africans. Recently, our president, when I say our president, I'm speaking about my country, Mozambique, President Daniel Chapo. He went to South Africa to talk about mineral trucks, Maputo port, gas deals. But people do not eat minerals. People do not drink gas. The people in Soweto, Mamelodi, Tembisa, Kwamashu, Kayelitsa, and Cape Flats want food on the table. Clinics that work, transport they cannot afford, schools for their children. Yes, we are angry. Yes, we are angry. Yes, we are tired. But we will not lose who are we. So, I leave you with the words of President Thabo Mbeki gave us in 1996. He said, listen to me, today it feels good to be an African. Even in pain, even in exile, even Soweto or Maputo, it must still feel good to be an African. Because we are one people. As Mbeki say, I am an African. As Mondlane taught us, we are one people. South Africa, Mozambique, all Africa, stay strong, stay alive, united. And I would like to ask you, everyone that is watching this video, to share as much as you possibly can to reach other people. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are Africa. We are one people, same blood, same soul, same son, same mother, our mother Africa. A warm hug, a kiss, and bye-bye!